Welcome to the Total Super Yacht Payroll video. This video will explain how to create the monthly payroll, send it for approval, and action the bank transactions. To start, click here to open the Payroll module. Before we can use Payroll, we need to add some information and dates to make this payroll vessel specific. First, if the vessel pays an employment agency, for example Crew Asia, that pays the crew, add their company name and bank details here. If the vessel pays all crew directly, then leave this section blank. Next, open the Payroll Settings window here and set the date when you want the leave calculations to start for all crew and which month and year that you will start processing payroll through Total Super Yacht. Then select the currency that all crew will be paid in. If the yacht changes currency at any time, all historical records will remain in the currency they were created in, and all new records will be saved and sent in the new currency. Finally, selecting one of our partners' electronic banking facilities will allow you to send the payroll to beneficiary's bank account electronically. If no banking partner is selected, the approved payroll figures and crew bank details will be exported to an Excel spreadsheet for the vessel's bank to manually action the transfers. Once finished, click Save, and then click here to open crew wages. This list is automatically populated with all crew members that are activated users. To edit the record, click the Edit icon here. Then enter the monthly wage for the crew member, along with the last pay rise date, if any, then click the Save icon here. Repeat this until all monthly wage values are set. You can add a note to each crew member's record here to remind you of any specific agreement that you may have with that crew member. Next, tick this checkbox to add the crew member to the current month's payroll, or untick the checkbox to remove the crew member from the current month's payroll. When you're ready, click the Create Payroll button here to start preparing the monthly payroll. To create or edit a crew member's payroll, click the Edit icon here to open the payroll window specifically for that crew member. If this month's payroll is the same as last month's for this crew member, then you can click this button to automatically populate the fields from last month's payroll. The fields remain editable to allow for any adjustments. If this month's payroll is different from last month's for this crew member, then enter the days worked here. To calculate days worked, click this button. The number of worked days displayed here is based on the statuses that are set as paid days in the employment policies. To check the calculation, click here. If this month's payroll is to include paid out leave, select the amount of days from this list. To calculate leave due, click this button, and the leave calculator will display the number of leave days due for this crew member here. To check the calculation, click here. The subtotal of the salary due is automatically calculated here, and the final amount for this crew member's monthly salary is automatically displayed here, adjusted for an agency fee, deduction, or reimbursement entered here. Select the bank account to send this payroll to here. The primary and secondary accounts are from the crew member's bank details page. If this crew member's payroll is to be sent to the crew agency, for example Crew Asia, then select the agency's name from the list. Once complete, click Save and repeat for all crew members. When all payroll calculations are complete for all crew members, you can send it for approval to the email address in this list. This email list can be edited prior to sending. Clicking this button will automatically create the Excel spreadsheet with the payroll figures and the bank account details for each crew member. This Excel sheet will be automatically added to the email and sent to the email addresses in the Send To list. If an error is found during the review, simply edit the calculation for the crew member, then save and resend for approval. When approved, the vessel's manager can send the payroll to either the selected electronic banking facility for electronic payment by clicking this button, or if no electronic banking facility is selected, the approved Excel spreadsheet will be saved to History and emailed to the Send To list so the vessel's bank can process them manually. Each month's payroll is saved to the Pay History page and displayed in monthly order for each year. From this page, you can edit the payroll, download the Excel sheet, or resend the Excel sheet to the Send To list. To see the individual crew members' payroll history, click here. On the Payslips page, the list can be filtered to display by year or by crew member by selecting the name here. Clicking on the row will display the related deductions and reimbursements here. Clicking this button will download the crew member's payslip, or clicking here will email the payslip to the selected email address. Each crew member can see and retrieve their own payslips by logging into Total Super Yacht with their own credentials. All payslips for the logged-in crew member will display here and can be downloaded or emailed as needed. If you have any questions, please contact support@superyachtos.com.